welcome to HW News. This is me Arti. The BJP and Aam Adami party sparred once again, and this time over Shaheen Bagh. This officially ended the silence from both the parties over Shaheen Bagh protest that is going on for more than a month. It started with Aam Adami party leader and Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia speaking about Shaheen Bagh protest. Speaking at a conclave, he expressed his support to Shaheen Bagh protest. This came as a surprise because till then the Aam Adami party and Arvind Kejriwal had kept themselves away from talking over Citizenship Amendment Act or even the National Register of Citizens. This was the first time that the leader from Aam Adami party spoke on Shaheen Bagh protest. Soon after that, BJP issued a retort. Union Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad went all guns blazing against the opposition, saying that they are fueling the Tukde Tukde gang. He said that Shaheen Bagh is emerging as a textbook example of a few hundred people seeking to suppress the peaceful majority. This is the true face of Shaheen Bagh, and uncovering it in front of the country is very important. Rahul Gandhi and Arvind Kejriwal are both silent on this issue. He further added that it is offering platform to Tukde Tukde gang elements under the garb of opposition to Citizenship Amendment Act. This protest is not just a protest against CAA, it is a protest against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, it is not only Law Minister of India, but also the Home Minister of India who made Shaheen Bagh into a target. Speaking at a rally in Delhi's Babarpur, Amit Shah made a call. He said that press the lotus button so hard in Babarpur that the current should be felt in Shaheen Bagh. A day after Amit Shah made this statement, Minister of State Finance Anurag Thakur went on and slammed Shaheen Bagh and said that the BJP will not let Shalimar Bagh turn into Shaheen Bagh. He also made the clarion call of Desh ke gaddaro ko goli maro salo ko. Today, another BJP leader, Parvesh Verma, said that if BJP wins the Delhi elections, it will clear up the Shaheen Bagh protest within an hour. He went on to say that the protesters will barge into your homes and rape and kill your sisters and mothers, and that is why they should be cleared up from Shaheen Bagh. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath had recently claimed that men had pushed women and children to spend winter nights at sit-in protest while they slept at home. After days of silence, Arvind Kejriwal finally spoke up on this issue. He said that if BJP wants the Shaheen Bagh protest to end, then it should go and talk to protesters and end the deadlock. But BJP is only doing politics over Shaheen Bagh. Well, everyone is doing politics over Shaheen Bagh. What exactly is it and how did it all start? Around 200 women from Old Delhi's Shaheen Bagh area began protesting after the December 15 violence in which many students in Jamia Millia Islamia University were injured and severely injured in the police action. The women of Shaheen Bagh in cold winter nights sat there protesting against the CAA, NRC and NPR, and today it has been more than a month. As the word spread, several people joined the protest. The number of women joining the protest swelled up. Not only women, several students, activists also joined the protest, and it only became big. At weekends, the protest site recorded hundreds of people coming to show solidarity. The women, right from elderly to college students to homemakers, all come out, sit there and protest. Their demand is simple. CAA, Citizenship Amendment Act, should be withdrawn and NRC and NPR should not be implemented. Soon the Shaheen Bagh protest inspired many across the country, and several similar protests have come up in various parts of the country. One in Mumbai and another in Kolkata's Park Circus ground, to name a few. Now, incidentally, while the intensity of all the other protests, be it political or called by social organizations, have gone down, Shaheen Bagh protest stays put despite the threat of police action. What is also remarkable about Shaheen Bagh protest is probably for the first time in India's history of protest, it is the women who have exclusively taken upon themselves the responsibility of the protest. It is the women who are leading from the front and refusing to budge until their demands are met. Though the protest of Shaheen Bagh started off as a spontaneous one, it also presented an example for others. Now, women from different parts of country are coming together, hitting the streets and protesting. Of course, a protest like this also has advantage as there is less hostility towards protesters because there are women involved in it and it assumes more prominence. But this isn't just the case of Shaheen Bagh or similar protest. In most anti-CAA and NRC protest, it is the women who are leading from the front. They are no longer hiding behind the men. They are coming out at front with their children, with their friends and voicing their opinion without any fear. It is these women from Shaheen Bagh who have shaken the government and getting the government to its knees. First of all, because the protests have largely remained politically independent. Though Shaheen Bagh protest is open to politicians and some politicians like Digvijay Singh have already visited it, largely the Shaheen Bagh protest successfully has managed to distance itself from any political party. Ironically, political parties like Congress and Aam Adami Party as well maintained a distance from it, thinking about the implications on Delhi elections. Thus, how much ever the government tries to blame Rahul Gandhi or Arvind Kejriwal, the narrative just does not fit. And from what we can infer so far, this has baffled the government. It has become clueless as to how to deal with such protest and thus they threaten, they intimidate. And thus the slogans like "Karan to Shaheen Bagh" and "Clearing up of Shaheen Bagh." But the bitter truth is, and the government may not like to listen to it, but we have said it and we will say it once again. The impasse ends when there is negotiations and talks. The government is doing neither. Demonizing Shaheen Bagh protest, the women of Shaheen Bagh protest will only achieve the otherwise. Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Now you can also download our HW News app on your Android Play Store and Apple Store. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news. Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news. Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.